Hi, how's it going? My name is Cortland Crane. I am a person who stutters, and I'm also a graduate student studying to become a speech language pathologist. In this video, I want to talk about the experiences that I've had with dating and relationships as a person who stutters, obviously. So, as a quick little disclosure, I'm a straight male, so I've only had experience with dating women, so I can only kind of speak to that. But I really want this video to be open and hopefully to relate to anyone out there, regardless of gender or sexual orientation. I think that my experiences are experiences that, anybody can have with anyone else. I truly think that love is love. So let's just get right into it. As a brief little overview of my, journey with dating and relationships, I've actually only had one serious relationship, and it lasted about a year and ended about 2 years ago. So I've actually been on a lot of dates prior to that relationship and after that relationship too. So that's just kind of been the extent of my experiences. So I can't really talk about like being, engaged or married or anything like that. So I'm still pretty young and I haven't really gotten to that point. So let's talk about my first ever date. Was when I was a senior in high school. And this was a very kind of awkward date because I was still pretty insecure about myself, obviously with my stuttering, but along with having really bad social anxiety and just, insecurities about like my body and stuff like that. And I just wasn't really like genuinely 100% myself with this other person. I just remember feeling so awkward on that date, and I was trying so hard not to stutter, which was really uncomfortable and challenging. And I think that she could probably recognize that. And I didn't talk about stuttering at all on that date. Needless to say, I was extremely anxious, really nervous on that date. Just as like anybody would be, I guess, going on their first ever date. And that was actually the very last time I saw her, because I remember like the next day or so, she told me that she wasn't interested, which is totally okay. And at that time, I was kind of under the impression that it was because of my stuttering, and I actually felt that way too, like, with the next couple of girls who, I talked to, that if they decided not to talk to me anymore, I always thought it was because of my stuttering. Though over like the next 2 years or so after that, I realized that's not true at all. Once I started gaining confidence in myself as a person, which kind of included like, starting to accept myself as a person who stutters, starting to take risks and put myself out there more, along with like, starting to work out and like being more confident in my body overall. Once I found that confidence, I really started realizing how important it is to kind of open up to people and be like totally myself, and to also talk about stuttering very openly with people. I started to learn that people were actually very interested in the fact that I stutter. I mean, I literally can't even tell you how many dates I've been on where they would ask me so many questions about my stuttering. And I truly think that it makes me stick out. It makes me unique in a great way. And I honestly love that. So, gaining that confidence kind of led me into my first ever relationship when I was in college. We actually met working at a summer camp for kids who stutter. And, right away when I met her, I truly knew that I was in love. And just through that journey with her and, that experience, I really learned what it meant to truly be yourself and to give yourself wholeheartedly to someone else as well. And at that point, and through that relationship, my stuttering did not matter at all. We were very open about talking about stuttering. We even joked about my stuttering and stuff. It was a very comfortable feeling with her, and I was really proud of that. It's kind of like when you find that one special person in life, it really makes everything else just totally disappear, and nothing else really matters anymore. We truly built such a strong, incredible connection solely based on our personalities and truly loving each other for who we were. I honestly thought in my life that I would never find a relationship like that. And, I just think back to how fortunate and really lucky I was to have experienced that with her. And I don't think that would have came if I was not open with myself, if I wasn't putting myself out there and showing my true colors. So my takeaway advice is to allow yourself to find someone who truly loves and appreciates you for who you are, and especially someone who accepts you as a person who stutters. Increasing my self-confidence and being open to talk about stuttering has honestly been the most incredible and helpful thing in my life when it comes to dating. Because I allow myself to be honest about who I am and break down the barriers of my insecurities, I allow for genuine and incredible connections to form. So I truly wish the best of luck to everyone out there, whether you stutter or not, in the dating world. And just, I really hope that you can find incredible connections out there and allow yourself to be loved for who you are. And if anyone has any comments or questions or, reactions or anything, please comment down below or reach out to me on social media or email me or, whatever works for you. Thank you so much.